Hello ladies, I hope each one of you are having good Monday, and today we're continuing with chapter 30 from the book of Proverbs. And here there is the verses that the word of God start with in this chapter 30. It says in verse 4, "Who has ascended into heaven or descended? Who has gathered the wind in his fists? Who has bound the waters in a garment? Who has established all the ends of the earth? What is his name and what is his son's name, if you know?" And here I feel we have the whole answer in the next two verses. It says, "Every word of God is pure. He is a shield to those who put their trust in him." 6, it says, "Do not add to his words, lest he rebuke you and you be found a liar." So first, this in here in verse 4, it looks like the words of Agur, the son of Jehech. He's writing and he's having these questions for all of us. It looks like he's having a dialogue with himself, and he says, who has done that? Who has done all these miraculous things of creation? And what is the name of his son? And here we have the answer in verse 5. The name of his son, everything was created through the word of God. All creation, all creatures were created simply through his pure word, through the word of God. And that's what we see in verse 5. So as I read through, we made all the connections we needed. Just remember that everything is made through the word of God. The word of God is pure, and nothing should be added to it, and nobody should add anything to the word of God, so he may be found a liar. So if God has called us to preach the gospel or to teach somebody, we should teach them straight and directly what the word of God says. We shouldn't add anything to it, so we may not be found liars. This is my advice to all of you, and I just want to know that you are beautifully, wonderfully made by amazing God, and each one of you are having purpose. And if any of you is called to preach or teach the gospel, make sure that you remember that the only word of God is pure and righteous and holy, and we shouldn't add anything to it, so we may not be found liars. I love you all. Have a wonderful night.